the constant increase of the orcs in the war zone was starting to be a potential risk for the Archangel's hunt. The orcs at the beginning were fighting one to each other, divided in small forces, but now there was an emerging war boss. Captain Michaelius did not want to deviate his attention from his hunt, but he also understood that he had to stop this war boss before it was strong enough to unify the orcs under a big wah. The plan was easy. He will deploy half of the Death Wing to drive the attention of the orcs, especially the war boss. And once the war boss was detected, he will teleport himself together with the rest of the Death Wing to eliminate the war boss. So here we are, a new battle report, Dark Angels versus Orcs. It's still my Crusade army, mainly Death Wing with attack bike. I'm going to play the same list that I played in the first game. I had some new units in my army, but I did not want to use them for this battle. Okay, so it's going to be 50 power levels, and yeah, my Dark Angels army will have a Captain Terminator, Chaplain Terminator armor, 3 units of Death Wing Terminators, Relic Terminators, and attack bike. Okay, I use the Vanguard detachment, and then I use an auxiliary detachment just for the attack bike. I know I'm losing 2 command points. I'm thinking if next time I will go just with 48 power levels, because I don't know. It's always a thing that I'm hesitating. On the other side, we have the Orcs. There is a war boss, 2 units of 10 boys with chop and pistol that goes on tracks. Then there is another unit of 10 boys shooter on a track. There is a unit of 10 tank busters also on a track, and then the unit of 10 Gretchings. We are going to play a mission from the Beyond the Veil. Okay, is the Eldritch Encounter. So this is from the first campaign that was released for 9th edition. Dark Angels agendas is going to be sweep them before you. Okay, and the Dark Rumor for the Dark Angels agendas, and it's not the Thousand Sons, it's the Orcs. Sorry for the mistake. They're going to play as well the sweep them before you and the Mega Wah. Okay, we are going to play Eldritch Encounter, and here we have the armies. So here we have one track, orc track with a unit of boys and the boss there, another unit of track with the boys inside, and in reserve there are 2 units of boys and one unit of boys, 1 unit of anti-tank guys, and then a unit of Gretchings. All of them with the tracks. And here I have my unit of Terminators deployed. Okay, the 2 Death Wing Terminators together with the Chaplain there. Here my only Raven Wing, and I left in reserve the Relic Terminators and another unit of Death Wing Terminators. So we go now to the turn 1, so we need to roll to see who starts, and we start the battle. So we are here at the end of the turn 1, so we just did some shooting. He did 1 wound to the attack bike, and I left this track with only 1 wound remaining. So we are now go to the turn 2, not too much to say. The reserve will start coming as of this turn. So here we have another view of the battlefield. So let's see what goes now in turn 2. So we are at the end of the turn 2 of the Orcs. So here they have appeared from reserve. Here they are the shooters. They have charge. Well, they have killed in the shooting phase the attack bike that was here. They have charged on the Terminators. They killed 1 Terminator, putting 1 wound another one, and in retaliation 7 boys were killed, or they ran for morale. Here in the shooting phase they almost obliterate the Terminators, only the Flamer surviving, and I put and this track is only with 2 wounds remaining. The other guys have failed the charge. Now we go to the turn 2 for the Dark Angels. So we are at the end of the turn 2. I tried to kill this guy with the shooting. I didn't manage to make the last wound. And these guys just land here. I tried to charge. I failed the charge. Here these guys killed the remaining boys and they have moved. Here I have deployed the relic terminators. They shoot into this vehicle, scratching 2 wounds to the vehicle. And these guys didn't manage to scratch the last 2 wounds. They only scratched 1 wound, so I completely failed with my attacks. Here I have the captain that also failed to assault into the vehicle. So now we go to the turn 3 for the orcs, and here we are. So and the score is still 0-0 because we score if we kill more units than the opponent. So we are at the end of the turn 3 of the orcs. So here they just move the tracks. The Gretchings are on this track, and they just move the tracks away from the terminators. And we have these orcs there in fight with the terminators. They assault. These terminators receive a lot of shooting, no wounds. Then in the close combat, I just use 2 CPs to be able to attack before them, so killing a lot of them. So we are, they have lost 7 of the guys between combat and attrition. Here, the shooting, these guys have, these are the anti-tank guys with the missile launchers, so they have disembarked from the vehicle that was there, and they shoot everything, almost everything here, killing 1 Terminator, and they killed in the shooting phase the Flamer Terminator that was here. And you can see also the chaplain is killed. These boss have killed the chaplain in close combat. So now we go to the turn 3 for the Deathwing. So this is the situation of the board, and see what's going on. So we are at the end of the turn 3 of the Deathwing. So here the captain first killed the vehicle in the shooting phase with the melta of the combi melta, and then I assault, between the shooting and assault, these terminators killed the boys. And here these terminators managed to kill the boys remaining, and in that place here these guys have shoot to the vehicle with 1 wound remaining, killing it with the Stonebolter. So we are now at the end of the turn 3, and this time I scored 10 points because I killed 3 units by 2 units killed by the orcs. So end of the turn 3 of the orcs. So the Gretchings are on this vehicle now, and they have run from this position to this position. They try to run away from the terminators. Here we have the other track empty, and here you can see between the shooting they have killed 2 terminators, 2 relic terminators, and then in the close combat here decided to assault into my captain. So I was very lucky with all my save and ignoring wounds. So I managed to save my captain, and in retaliation I killed the war boss. Okay, so this is the Hovenda. So that's all. So even the war boss used the stratagem to attack again, and yeah, I'm down to 3 wounds remaining. So very happy with the result here. Very lucky in that way. So we go now to the turn 4 for the Deathwing. So we are at the end of the turn 4. So with the shooting I almost killed this unit. All of these guys was here except 1, and then I just killed them in the close combat. Here the captain assault into the vehicle after failing with the melta gun, and this vehicle is down to 3 wounds, and this vehicle here is down to 8 wounds. So the Terminators did nothing in the assault, and that's all. So we are end of the turn 4 for the Deathwing, and now we go to the turn 5 for the Orcs. End of the battle. So yeah, turn 5 was very fast. He just tried to survive here, and he managed to survive. So I killed one of the vehicles. These Terminators really failed to kill this last track with only 2 wounds, and the boss killed the other track, but he failed to kill the Gretchings. And then here we have these 2 Terminators and the other 5. The end result is 50-20. And yeah, this is the end of the battle. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye. So the final score was 50-20. So the battle was very balanced at the beginning, and I think at the end I had a little bit more luck than the Orcs. The Orcs had difficulties to damage the Terminators. The 2+ armor save is quite difficult for the Orcs, at least for the list that I was playing against. And the result was 50-20. So quite interesting battle. So the fight with the Orc was more brutal than expected. The war was stronger than he would like to admit. Chaplain Julius was almost killed, and his Terminator armor will need some repairs to be back to 100%. At least that victory will make a slower the unification of the Orcs and will give time to the Imperial forces to deal with the Greenskins. Now was time to go back to the hunt.